Greetings and welcome my friends. This is Ara Mass born in 89. Or maybe they're in apartment 89. We're kicking things off with a 4-lander. This is one of those rarities that hardly ever happens anymore. We really only have one card we can play out, so we'll need to draw into action very early on. Don't try this at home, kids. Keep. A Chimel is not a bad draw. With the Spider we'll be able to play it out a turn early. It could end up saving the game for us. Tiny Bones. He can be annoying, but when we don't have anything in the grave he's just a 1/1. They play out a Generous Plunderer. That's the guy who generates a treasure token for them and us. We didn't really need help ramping. Plus each treasure is another point of damage when the Plunderer swings in. A Giza is rather disturbing. She can end up dishing out quite a bit of damage if she remains on board for long. This is a Chimel turn. Let's hope we get something we can use off the top. That is practically the perfect card to fetch out with Chimel. Not only is it removal, but it also taps for 2 mana, which is the mana cost for Giza's ward. And we'll have the mana for the portal on our next turn. It's pretty much GG's, they just don't know it yet. They play out of Vlad the Impaler, but what else? If there are no follow-up men, they will lose all their guys. It's alright bro, go get a burger and come back when you're done eating. No problem, it's not like we're playing a game here. A robbery for 2. Had we the mana to counter it, I would have let that go. What's the point of stealing only 2 cards? I almost launched the wrong artifact. Let's drop the portal. It'll clear out their men and we'll start getting their powerful cards from the grave. Can't complain about getting that 3 steps ahead. We can use it to copy the portal at instant speed. They plant a Rakdos, the new one. It could be a problem, but if we have to we can copy the Mightstone and use it as removal, or we can copy the portal and double up on our fun. We have to take Giza here. She can take over the game with her tokens. The portal will trigger Giza at the beginning of each of our turns. The leveler is huge here. We can just play it out and snipe their Rakdos. And it'll trigger Giza. We started off with a rather questionable hand, but it's worked out rather well. We're taking over the game and we'll be using the opponent's own men to take them down. They try to throw down another Rakdos, but they are about done. We don't need to counter it, but we'll be sealing the deal if we do. For giggles, we'll play out the sword and equip one of our men. Let's send the team. Did they disappear? They have lethal coming in, and now is when they decided to take a bathroom break. They can delay only for so long. GG's. Up next is Spell Mage. No wait, it's Glockenspielemagischer. I think. We get a 3-lander to kick off this game. This one is a bit on the heavy side. All our cards are not early plays at all. I'm rather concerned about being able to get things going with this hand. Once again, though, don't try this at home. Keep. They play out a clay-fired bricks on their second turn. That is quite possibly an artifact deck over there as well. It's possible to make it mono white, but it's a lot harder to pull off. We took 2 swords out of the deck and replaced them with 2 mysterious tome. And here's one now. No plays on their turn 4. Maybe they're a mono white control? Let's go ahead and draw. It looks like we'll be able to easily win the card draw race. The Chronicle takes only 1 mana to activate, so we can easily play out the Spider. This will get us closer to Portal mana. They catch our Spider with an Interrupter. It's a very good card, but it needs the right kind of backup. The great thing about the Mysterious Tome is that it can help us stay alive. It turns into the Chilling Chronicle, and then we can use it to tap down enemy men. We'll tap their bird and it'll flip back to the tome. We have the 5 mana for the Mightstone. And if we play it out, it'll give us the 2 mana we need to draw with the tome. I'm convinced. That's another Interrupter striking down our plays yet again. They get a Celestus, which is good card filtering but not real draw. We're not even concerned about it gaining them life. They have only 2 mana left open, which is not enough for a 3rd Interrupter. Let's get our Mightstone down. Let's see, add 2 mana, snipe a bird, carry the 1. We're liking the math here. They come in, not much we can do to stop their bird beak. We will draw at the end of their turn. Let's go for our exiled Spider. It only costs 2 mana. They have another Interrupter. Pretty annoying. But we do have 3 steps ahead. Let's fire it off and swat their bird right out of the air. The question is, do we want to draw 2 then toss 1 as well? I think the draw with the tome is enough. We're already getting a good handle on the board. They toss a final showdown. Oopsie poopsie bro. You're going to need that later. They seem to be short on plays. They are pooping bricks. I mean crafting. They are crafting bricks. Let's plant the portal. They should have saved an Interrupter for it. They gain some life, but no life total is safe. We can bring it down. A main phase Emperor. That's how afraid they are of our spider.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. I am almost sad to see you go.
A synthesizer, at long last. Finally, we can start applying some pressure with our own robot tokens. We'll keep the treasure map on top. It'll help us filter through the deck. Any lands we can put on the bottom will get us closer to the ammo we want. They try to sunfall, but that only gets countered. Normally I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but we need to start getting in for damages. Their feelings must have been hurt. They decide now is the time to snipe our land. That's fine. We'll lose the treasure map, but getting another land out from the deck is not a bad trade.
I guess that's that. May your blade strike true.
That right there is why we didn't play out more stuff on our turn. We'll be able to rebuild our board after their wipe. That negate is a bit late. Where were you last turn? It's time to rebuild. We'll make a copy of the synthesizer to start. That's 2 lands we don't need. Let's ship them both. And now we'll make another copy of the synthesizer. Another synthesizer, yes please. Let's hold on to the tome, we might need the negate. Let's block up. After all that, only one of their lads is getting through. What's the next play, bro? We have lethal on board and there are 0 blockers up on their side. Another wipe, lol. The tears will start to flow when they see our negate. That's that. GG's. This is Tasmanian Devil, no wait, it's Kashiska. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. We finally get a good looking 3-lander. We have an early treasure map that will be followed by a synthesizer. The scry from both should find us more ammo. As we like to say around here. Keep your pants on. A Gorehound can mean only one thing. A Roots deck. What were we just saying? That's their signature card. Lucky for us, their deck is slow to develop, and even when they do get rolling we can outpace their growing army. We can take the time to scry at the beginning of our turn. They do not have enough pressure on board to force us into action. Let's put a stop for our upkeep. Next time around we can scry and play out our synthesizer. They ended up being stuck on 2 lands. That's too bad. For them. We'll keep the Mightstone but ship the land. See what I mean by slow? They play out a 3-power guy, but they are about to be outclassed and outsized by our robots. We'll play out the Mightstone and use it to draw. Our robot tokens will take care of what's on board. We'll just keep drawing into more artifacts that we can use to generate more men. They're firing off a spider. That thing can snipe one of our permanents if it lands. I'm completely in favor of countering it. I don't want to lose the synthesizer we have now. Let's activate our treasure map and get the 3 treasure tokens. Then we'll have the 3 mana we need to play 3 steps ahead. So what now? Attack for 1? Chimel now and Portal next turn. The advantages we have now will turn the tables on this game. Chimel gets us a free negate. That might come in handy later. And by later, I meant right now. That's a planeswalker we don't want them to have. Negate, you're up. Synthesizer number 2, coming in. And they explode in their pants. GG's. This is Shazam. Now wait, it's ShamWow. No wait, it's Shazwayne. We get a 3-lander that is heavy on 3 drops. That's fine, we can ramp endlessly this game. Keep your pants on. Sweet. We draw into a treasure map right on time. Let's get it down right away. That's double the treasure map. I like that. We'll keep it on top. We'll be able to play it out and double scry on our next upkeep. They are without any plays through their first 3 turns. What are they playing? We like the land on top, we'll play out one of our spiders this turn. The Power Stone will help us use our maps to filter through our deck. What we really need now is a synthesizer. They finally play out a symmetry matrix. Is this the slowest deck you've ever seen? The treasure map shows us another land, but we don't need more. Let's ship it. And activate the other map. That too is a land. Ship it, my friends. That's 2 land draws we just avoided, thanks to our maps. They play out a blast zone. That's a bad thing to see on the opponent's side. It can wipe out too many of our permanents. They play out a wipe, but they only get our spiders. We have plenty of threats we haven't even drawn yet. We've avoided a lot of land draws, but yet we are still drawing lands. It might seem obvious, but it is something we should point out. The helm can be used to make copies of treasure tokens to keep the draws going. That's something we'll consider doing since we haven't drawn into some serious business. We've drawn plenty of lands that we can afford to sacrifice one to draw a card. They fire off a farewell after their attack. That's a big no from us. We like what we have on board. This will force them to use their blast zone if they want to clear out our artifacts. The land draws are getting ridiculous. Let's draw some more. Finally, that's a synthesizer. That's a good draw. Let's dig a bit more. They don't have any place. Let's make a copy of our token robot. We'll go right to the attack step. Let's make them have answers to our men. I'm pretty sure they have removals. Maybe even an emperor. That's one removal out of the way. What about the other? That's a second removal. They might have more, so we'll let these go through. We can easily build up more robot tokens. Let's get a second synthesizer with our metamorph. We'll keep both of those on top. A Chimel would be a great follow-up on our next turn. Another board clear. It'll hit men while their blast zone will hit a good deal of our artifacts. It's like a double whammy. Well, we know the deal, we know what's up. So this will eat our negate. Good game, are they giving up? Let's make some token copies. We have robot men to make and life totals to take to 0. Or less. That made them pull the trigger on their blast zone, but it doesn't hit tokens, so we'll still be in pretty good shape afterwards. That's 45 in damages going to the face. GG's. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.